The strangest thing happened. A car driver gave way to me at the zebra crossing. I mean, we're in Italy. That is very unusual, but I like it. The airline I'm flying today is called Lumiwings. It is a Greek airline that was established in 2018, just like 5.5 years ago. And there's a bit of a confusion as to which aircraft type they're using. They were operating a classic Boeing 737-300, and I wanted to fly in that, but I should have done my research, because you see, they were flying it until the end of September, and then in September they received a new aircraft, an Embraer E195, and they basically phased out the 737-300. Anyway, today's the Embraer, or at least so I think, because you see, yesterday I did the online check-in, and when I came to the seat map, it showed me a 3.3 configuration. 3.3 doesn't exist on an Embraer. My guess is they simply haven't updated the seat map yet. It's strange for people that have like selected, I don't know, seats that don't exist anymore. And actually the Embraer is not even listed in the schedules and not even in the fleet overview on the website as well. So they still need to change that. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to flying them anyway. And we're flying from here in Foggia up to Turin in the north of Italy. It's gonna take like an hour and a half maybe. I've never been to Turin actually. It'll be fun to visit. And the sun is just starting to come up in the east. Look at that. Beautiful. So it is 6:50 and we've reached the airport. Look at that. Gino Lisa Airport. And this time I don't have to walk to the helipad, but I can check in, or like I'm already checked in, but I can go through the main terminal here. That's cool. Yeah, so it took me like 45 minutes to walk from the city. That was a good time. Let's head through security. All past security, now here in the small gate area. It's like gate 1 here is really small. They have like 4 gates here. The Embraer is the only aircraft that's waiting outside, and I actually had to go to the counter to have my boarding pass printed because they wouldn't accept my like the PDF boarding pass, and then they also changed my seat from 20A to 16A. Still an hour to departure, it's a lot of time, and I think like 45 minutes to boarding. So I'm just having some donuts. Boarding has started. Isn't it beautiful in the morning sun? That Embraer looks very shiny. It used to fly for Azul in Brazil actually, before it was transferred to Lumiwings.
Welcome on board this flight to Turin.
So welcome aboard the Lumiwings Embraer E195 called Kefalonia, bound for Turin. Seating is quite nice. There's a lot of legroom as well. And actually I'm a bit confused why they changed my row from 20 to 16, because there is actually a row 20. Maybe for weight and balance or something, I don't know. Weather is quite nice, as you can see outside. Beautiful morning. And the crew seems to be nice as well. Well, it's the first flight of the day. They still have a lot to do today. They will go to Turin, then back to Foggia, then to Milan, then back. I'm not sure if there's any service on board. Maybe like water or something.
Cabin crew, doors to arm and cross-checked.
The safety on board card that you will find in the seat pocket in front of you. This is during taxi, takeoff and landing.
Airborne out of Foggia, runway 33. We departed 10 minutes early. That's really nice, because I saw that last week that flight was actually delayed by 3 hours, but today it's on time. even early. And yeah, weather's still looking good. Should be a calm flight. Also, taxiing to the runway at Foggia Airport was a bit interesting. I mean, it's such a small airport, but the taxiway system is kind of confusing. There's no straight taxiway to the runway. It involves a lot of curves and a lot of turning left and right, while there are some snow-capped mountains in the distance. I'm always amazed by how mountainous Italy is.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may now use your computers, please, DVDs, MP3s, and electronic means. Thank you for your attention and cooperation.
Also, they do have an in-flight magazine. Shall we have a look at that? That table could need some maintenance. Airport English vocabulary. Bumpy flight. Volo turbulento. Lumiwings. A unique flight experience. Well, let's see if it's really unique. Oh, look at the mountains outside. That is nice. Okay, what else? Food and food. That's like their network, sort of. Oh man, and here's the 737, which they do not have anymore, I believe. Oh, too bad. There is Trinity Island, where we flew yesterday on a helicopter. I would have spent some time there, but it just didn't fit into my schedule, unfortunately.
Implementing your flight service shortly. You can choose between a selection of bars, juices, soft drinks, tea and coffee.
Oh my god, that table. Seriously. Do you have an orange juice?
Yes.
Good, thank you. Awesome. Fruit just came around with the complimentary service. They give you a snack, some chocolate cookie sort of thing. And they also, and that's what I found very interesting, they hand out orange juice in a glass bottle. I have never ever been served anything in a glass bottle on a flight before. Interesting. Let's see. Cheers. It's not bad. Maybe a bit bitter. To be honest, I'm surprised they have complimentary drinks and a snack. Oh, okay. Nice. Oh, no, it's good. I'm fine. Yeah. It is chocolate. So we have cookie and chocolate and juice and coffee and tea. So yeah, so far actually I'm very impressed by the service. I did not expect to get that much here on an Italian domestic flight. For this flight, my expectations were very low actually. I saw that last week the flight was delayed by 3 hours, and I noticed they do have delays every now and then. But then this morning we left 10-15 minutes early. They have all soft drinks, they have tea, coffee, they give you 2 snacks. That's amazing actually. That's much more than I expected, and that's why, even though the seat is a bit old, I think they still use the same cabin that Azul used, and the table definitely needs a bit of maintenance. But apart from that, it's much more than I expected. If you have very low expectations of an airline, like today, like you don't expect anything, and then they surprise you in a positive way. So yeah, those are always the best flights. Anyway, we're cruising towards Turin. It's a bit cloudy outside now. Well, a bit cloudy, it's very cloudy, but we should be commencing our descent in a couple of minutes and then land in Turin.
Signore e signori, Lumiwings è lieta di darvi il benvenuto a Torino. Sono le ore 9:10. Ladies and gentlemen, Lumiwings is pleased to welcome you in Turin.
So, welcome to Torino Aeroporto. It just started snowing outside and the crew said it's like 1 degree Celsius. It was a nice flight, really liked it, and we arrived 25 minutes early. I'm gonna say goodbye to you at this point. I hope you liked it. Consider subscribing if you want to, and I will see you on the next flight. Until then, enjoy your travels.